Today I'm gonna be playing full power Constellar Tellarknights in Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel. Okay guys, so that is the deck and basically we're playing Constellars in combination with Tellarknights. Now the ratios are 1 copy Sheraton, 2 copies Deneb, 2 copies Altair, 2 copies Vega, 2 copies Unukalhide, 3 copies Caduceus, 2 copies of the Altairan and 3 copies of the Lyran, of course. We also played 3 copies of the Constellar Tellarknights with 2 copies of the Skybridge and 1 copy of the Twinkle. As of the hand chops, we got Maxi, Ash Blossom, Nibiru and Imperm, with also the staples being called by and reinforcements of the army. Now you can play around with the hand traps quite a bit. You can also fit in stuff like Kurikara and more Kaijus or more Nibiru, but I decided to play it like this. But keep in mind, you can play around with hand traps and staples as much as you want. As of the monster ratios here, I don't see a reason why you would change any of them, but if you want to change some, I would suggest you putting a second copy of Sheraton, maybe get down to 2 copies of Caduceus in some deck lists, but overall that's pretty much it in terms of ratios. I don't think you should cut anything else. The Sakitama also is a really good level 4 extender which just came out as well, and we also played the 1 copy of Renault and 1 copy of Living Fossil for the Izodi lineup with this deck. As of the extra deck, it is purely Xyz monsters with the exception of just Izodi and Appaloosa. These 2 cards make the deck quite a bit better because there are a lot of lineups you can go with by using also the Deltaros, and actually Deltaros is really good because it's not a once per turn effect that allows you to just keep special summoning stuff from deck whenever it's sent to the graveyard, including Link Summon. Now as of the Xyz monsters, the usual Topic Future and Topic Draco Future here with the 1 Zeus. We also play 1 copy of Gaga Magician, which is an extender to bring back Deltaros most of the time. And as of the Tellarknight and Constellar cards, I play 1 copy of Trevor, 1 copy of Ptolemaeus, which is actually a really good card that has an effect that when you detach 7 materials from this, you can skip your opponent's turn, and there is a great combo that can get you to this effect and just instantly win the game with it. Now also play 1 copy of the Battlemius and 2 copies of the Tellarknight Constellar Caduceus, which is the best card you can play with this deck. It is absolutely the thing that combines Constellars with Tellarknights finally. And I also play 1 copy of the Pleiades, which is just return to hand effect, and 1 copy of the Diamond, which is a sort of like Floodgate and also a monster effect negation to dark monsters only. Oh, and also the 1 copy of Ptolemy M7. But that's basically it for the deck list. Now let's get into some gameplay, and before we do that, if you want to see a detailed combo guide about this deck, make sure to let me know in the comments below and I will make it for you. You gotta wish for it and I will make it. Just let me know. But now let's get to the games. Okay, now that is a little bit of an awkward hand, but I'm gonna start by normal summoning my copy of the Unukwahai. Now activate the effect. By the way, I probably pronounced the name wrongly. Chaining Maxi, bro. Come on, chill, bro. Like, it's fine. I am gonna chain the Ash Blossom clearly because I don't want him to just negate me instantly. And I will hopefully be able to play from here. Okay, negating the Maxi, and I will get to resolve the effect of my monster, which is gonna give me some form of extenders here. Now, typically you wanna send the Altairan, but in that case, I would rather go for a little bit of a different lineup. So I could go and send to the graveyard something like the Nap. Okay, you know what? I'll just go with the Altairan. Okay, it's fine. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, honestly. I kind of wanted to do a Deneb Altair combo, but that wouldn't have been that much better anyways. Now I'm gonna special summon by the effect of my Constellar Tellarknight, and I'm gonna special summon, of course, my Altair, which will let me then bring back 1 monster. And no, actually I'm not gonna use the effect of Altair. I'm gonna use the effect of Altairan, and that will save my Altair's effect for later. Now I'll special summon the Altairan back to the field. Boom. Now let's use 2 of my monsters, and I'm gonna summon my copy of Tellarknight Constellar Caduceus by using these 2, and place will start to kick in right now. And now I'm gonna activate the effect of my Caduceus, and I'm gonna banish the Sheraton because that will let me search out an additional body to work with. Now typically you could search out, instead of searching the Caduceus, I could have just banished something else and go for a different line of play, but I decided to go like this because it just gets me an additional body. And now let's just space summon it in defense mode. Now I'm gonna activate the effect of my Caduceus here, and I'm actually gonna search out the another copy of Constellar Tellarknights as a follow-up because I don't need the Twinkle. Now I'm gonna go and summon my Ptolemy M7 using this guy, and I will start to go into my serious combos here. Let's activate the effect of my Constellar Tellarknight, targeting the Ptolemy and rank it down. Summoning the one, the only, the Deltaros, which is the basically heart and soul of half of the combos in this deck, if not all of them. Now let's activate the effect, and I'm actually gonna detach 1 and pop it, targeting it, and then after it's popped, I will be able to use its secondary effect. Okay, now I can activate the effect of my monster, and special summon from my deck. And the best thing to actually special summon from my deck could be the Lyran actually. Now, typically I wanted to go for the Nep here, but I'm not really sure if I should do that. You know what? Maybe, you know what? Let's just go for the Nep. I will then add from deck to hand my Lyran, and I'm gonna find a way to special summon it as well. Okay, so now let's search out a copy of Lyran. There is a line of play that gets me access to this card as well. Now let's just use two of my monsters again, and we're gonna go. Oh, I cannot actually re-special summon the that guy. Yeah, I forgot about it. Okay, let's just use two of my monsters then. We're gonna use these two, and I'm gonna go into Izodi. Now, a little bit unfortunate is the fact that I wasn't able to go into Altair, and instead I went into the Nap. Maybe I should have went. Actually, I should have went into Altair first. Chaining Ash Blossom to my Izodi. Bro, that is just about the weirdest negate you could have possibly went for. And now I can still use the second effect though. Let's activate the second effect. Let's send one card to the grave, which is gonna be the Living Fossil. And even though I misplayed a little bit, there are still plays that I can go for. Now I will just special summon the Renault, and Renault's effect will allow me to bring back the Living Fossil to my hand, which is quite a good way to extend my plays actually. Okay, returning the Living Fossil to the hand. Now let us proceed to activate my Living Fossil here, and I'll target just whatever. It doesn't really matter what I target. Let's just go for the Neb. Summoning the Neb in defense mode. Now let me use two of my monsters and go into the Gagaga Magician, which is still gonna get me access to my good old friend Deltaros here. I'm gonna activate the effect of my Gagaga Magician and target my Deltaros, which will then let me space summon it back to the field. Space summoning the Deltaros in defense mode, and you already know that we're gonna extend using it. So here's the point where we just straight up go into a Palooza by using the three of my monsters, and I'm not gonna use the Gagaga Magician clearly because I'm keeping it for something more. And summoning the Appaloosa, and that will let me activate the effect of my Deltaros. And I will actually special summon. Now I could go for Vega, and you know what? I will actually go for Vega right here and special summon Lyran from my hand as well using the effect of it. Boom. Okay, let's go summon my Lyran. And now I will be able to activate its effect as well. Now, I'm gonna add the Skybridge from my deck to my hand because that's just a really cool card. And then I can use two of my monsters immediately to go into something like Kadeos. But I don't think I should really go for that. So instead what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna activate my Skybridge here. I'm gonna target my Lyra. No, actually I'm gonna target my Vega. Now I'm gonna shuffle Vega into the deck and summon my Altair here. Boom, in attack mode. And that will allow me to activate Altair's effect as well and bring something back. And now I will bring back, actually the Deltaros is gonna be a little bit better. Although there is a different lineup where I can just go for Ptolemaeus and then go into my, where is it, the Pleiades, but that's one less interruption. So let's just go for Deltaros again. And I'm gonna summon it in defense mode. Then I'm gonna go using two of my monsters. Wait, I cannot go into Utopic Draco Future. Wait, why? That was not expected. I mean, I just screwed up here a little bit. I mean, I'm just gonna go into this. I don't have any other place to go for. Okay, so yeah, I mean, the Skybridge just completely messed up my place. Okay, so now I'm gonna go and wait, I can go into Utopic Future now. Okay, so it's now activatable for some reason. I mean, I'm not gonna question it. There's probably something about it that I don't know, but apparently I wasn't able to go into Utopic Draco Future. Now I am. Okay, now I am gonna summon, of course, my Utopic Draco Future here, and then I will have one final effect to activate, and that is gonna be the Batlemius one. And now let's activate the effect of my Batlemius, and I'm gonna discard one card, also detach the Altair, and I'm gonna actually discard the Constellar Tellarknight since Maxi is just really good. And then I'm just gonna go and summon my, of course, the Diamond. What am I even thinking about? Just go into Diamond. This is an additional interruption, something like a Beast Dweller, which is really cool and also has the effect to negate Dark Monsters' effects. And now let's just proceed to the end phase with the full board actually. This is the board that my deck can actually build consistently with 1 to 2 card combos. So here we have 3 interruptions, 4 interruptions, and also 2 more for 6 in total. Activating the effect of the Imperm now, so he wants to negate something. Negating my Utopic Draco Future, okay. Now, before he even continues with his plays, I'm just gonna chain the Maxi immediately because if he's playing Kashtiras, you know, I gotta draw some cards. Now space summoning the Unicorn, and it was a good decision to just negate the effects. Of course, I am gonna chain the effect of my Appaloosa. I cannot chain my Utopic Draco Future, and that's gonna be also pretty good. Should I negate the second effect of Unicorn? I mean, I don't really think I should. It's a little bit of an annoying effect because it can deal with some of my things. Okay, you know what? I don't care. Let's just negate it. He can just force out the Palooza anyway just by attacking into it, so it's fine. I'm just gonna negate that one as well. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. He can just deal with it either way. Now activating the effect of the Kashtira Theosis and space summoning the Fender, of course. Now activating the effect of Fender, and now I should not use an interruption because remember, Fender can banish a monster. Adding from deck to hand his Rice card. Okay. Now using two of his monsters, going straight up into Big Eye. That is just about the biggest mistake you could have done, bro. Activating the effect, dude. At least attack before. Wait, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing, bro? That was really big of a misplay here. I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna straight up negate you. Now the effect is again negated and the monster is destroyed, dude. Now activating the effect of the tier limit Kashtira. Do I even bother negating it? Of course I do, because he doesn't have any more plays than that. And that is basically how you beat Kashtiras with the new Constellar Tellarknight deck. Oh, and again the opponent rage quits, bro. Second time someone rage quits. Kashtiras were absolutely melted by this deck. Hitting one back row. Setting a monster. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it is my turn now. Drawing out there. Let me just normal summon it, of course, without using the effect because I cannot. Let's also space summon the Lyran here. And now I can also activate the effect of my Lyran. See what he does. Maybe he will ash it. Who knows? Nope, not gonna ash it. So I'm gonna search out a copy of Skybridge here. And now the reason why I'm gonna do this is because with the Caduceus, I am gonna be able to space summon it and search out the other Constellar Sateor card. So it's fine with me. Let's just space summon it. Let's activate his effect as well and search out the other spell. And I have a whole bunch of combos here going on. Now let me use two of my monsters and I'm gonna go into the Sateor, Constellar, Giga Chewer, the Caduceus. I don't even know what the name is, how it's pronounced. Then let's activate the effect of my Caduceus here. And I am gonna choose to banish the, what is the name? Unuklai. Bro, these names are just, I'm butchering half of the names. Sending to the graveyard the Altair here. And that will allow me to also send to the graveyard the Altairan as well. There might be a line of play that gets me to the turn skip effect. So that's 2 bodies with the Altair, 3 bodies, 4 bodies, 5 bodies. Mathematically speaking, that should be enough. Now let's activate my Skybridge here. Let's just go like this, return to the deck, and let's just special summon the Deneb, which is actually pretty great. Summoning the Deneb, returning this. Now I'm gonna be able to activate Deneb's effect and also change the effect of my Altairan here. Okay, now I'm gonna be space summoning the Altairan. Boom, in defense mode. And the Nep is gonna search me out a copy of Altair for next turn. Of course, I'm not gonna need it now. Now let us proceed to activating the Constellar Tellarknights. And I'm gonna special summon from my graveyard my Altair. And I'm gonna activate the effect of Altair, which will then let me space summon back from my graveyard the Lyran. And with the Lyran, this is gonna be my 5th body to go into my skipping turn effect, which is the strongest effect that this deck has. Now by using 5 of my monsters, I can go and summon. So if I go like this, I can go into Ptolemy, then go into this. Okay, so we got it right. So let's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, use all of them, summon it, boom, right here. Okay. Then I can activate the effect as well and return to hand my Skybridge to my hand, right? Okay, returning it to hand. Now let us proceed to go into my Constellar Ptolemy M7. Summon it as the 6th monster. We need 7 materials. And now let's go and activate my Constellar Tellarknights. Target the Ptolemy M7. And I'm gonna special summon the one, the only, the Unstoppable. What is the name of it? The Ptolemius, which is actually limited to 1. And now I'm gonna activate the second effect of Ptolemius. By detaching 7 Xyz materials, I can skip my opponent's next turn. Do I need to do this now? No. Is it ridiculously cool to do it anyways? Of course. Now proceeding to the end phase and now activating this effect. You can attach one Tellarknight card to it, and I'm gonna attach like what am I gonna be even attaching? I don't even know. Let's just go for the trigger. I mean, it doesn't really matter. And now it's his turn and it is my turn again. This animation is so weird. By the way, I shouldn't have equipped the trigger. It's not that big of a deal. And of course, I won the game. He didn't manage to deal with skipping 1 turn. Okay, heart of the cards. We've got Vega. Vega is actually a good draw. I wouldn't say that it's a bad draw. Now let's activate reinforcements of the army. See what he has. And I'm just gonna add from deck to hand my copy of Lyran because it's an additional body. Why wouldn't I add it? Now let's normal summon my Vega and activate Vega's effect immediately, which will let me normal space summon an additional body. And also change the effect of Lyran space summon itself on the field. Okay, now I am getting 2 bodies and then 3, and I'm gonna space summon the Altarian, of course, because I don't want to use up the Altair. And now activate the effect of my Laran, which will let me add a copy of Constellar Tellarknights, and I'm gonna add it from deck to hand, of course. Now I am gonna use 2 of my monsters, and you know what, like, how do I actually deal with the Noir here? It's unaffected, so how do I get to deal with it? I mean, we're still going to that play, but it's really weird, and I actually don't have that good of an idea what I need to do to get rid of that. Yeah, that is not looking good, guys. I mean, let's just go into the standard plays, but I don't feel it, okay? I mean, I don't know how to deal with Noir with this deck. If there is a way, let me know in the comments below if I don't find it here. Let's just activate the effect of the Utopic Draco Future using the Gaga Magician's effect. I can detach 2 cards and actually make a monster as a monster gain attack and go up to 4,000. But that's still not enough, dude. I can't do anything. I can't even go to battle phase. Bro, wait, by the way, I can't go into battle phase. That's even stupider of me. And even going into diamond is just useless, bro. Everything I do is absolutely pointless versus this card. Guys, let me know how I'm supposed to deal with Noir, because I'm stupid and I don't have a way to deal with it. At least I can't figure out a way to deal with this BS card here. Wow, wait, what? The opponent scooped. Okay, I guess. So that was it for the deck. As you can see, the deck's pretty fun and exciting to play with. It is a little bit pricey though, with the amount of SR and UR cards that you will need to get. But overall, I think that it's a really great deck you can play. There are a lot of different combos you can go for, and it's just really unique in terms of combos as well. Now again, if you want to see combos with this deck, let me know. I will make them. There will be a video coming out with combos, so stay tuned for that. Until then, I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.